What is up, guys? Enderrock here, and I'm here for yet another vlog. And the subject of today's vlog is more or less cheaters. Now, what you're probably wondering is, what do I mean by cheaters? Like unfaithful people, or what? I'm talking hackers, like in Call of Duty. Excuse me. Now, I don't know how many of y'all been playing Call of Duty for as long as I have, but I know when I started playing it at first, I was playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. The original Modern Warfare. Let me get that off the screen. But anyways, and it was a good game. It was actually pretty decent. Granted, you can only have like one attachment on your gun, which looking back now, you know, after having played the more recent ones, it's just like, holy crap, how did I ever survive with only one attachment? But of course, I know it's possible. But anyways, a lot of the older Call of Duty games, a lot of people have noticed that a lot of hackers have been just infesting them. You know, they really have, and I myself have noticed that, which is why I've kind of more or less turned into what's known as a white hacker, which is basically that means that I'm a hacker that gets rid of other hackers. It's kind of like a king snake, you know, the snake that kills other snakes. More or less, I'm harmless to anyone else. I'm not gonna hack just because I can. But sorry about that, guys. I'm back though. Sorry about that. My fiance needed me for something. But anyways, like I was saying, there is actually different types of hackers that you'll find online, and you know, the hacking isn't just something that's exclusive to Call of Duty. Every game has them. You know, from your Call of Duty games, Overwatch, Minecraft, even. I mean, which honestly, when you think about it, is actually extremely petty, considering that in most Minecraft games you can actually get the resources fairly easily compared to most others. Now, I admit that I myself have had hack clients for Minecraft, and I did have one for Call of Duty 4 that I actually scripted myself, but I wound up getting rid of it later on. The only reason I even used it was to try to deter other hackers, because it aggravated me that people kept hacking, so I figured maybe if I can use their own stuff against them, it'll deter them. And it did for a little while, but of course it also got me banned from a few servers because of it too, because they had a little thing that scan your computer, and if you had a hack client, it'd just straight up ban you without even letting you on the server. But the other thing is that, like I said, there's different types of hackers. Now, when it comes to most first-person shooters or FPS games, one of the typical hackers that you'll find is ones that do it just for fun. You know, they think it's funny to mess with the game mechanics and use them just to screw around, which that's one thing. And then you have the ones that do it specifically because they want to be the best at the game, and unlike most people, they won't stop at the rules to gain that. Like, you know, there's some that will do is called boosting, which isn't technically hacking, it's just using the game's mechanics to boost your stats. That's actually very common in Call of Duty 4, because it'd have, like, on the camos, you have to get a certain amount of headshots to get your camos, a certain amount of just normal kills in order to get your sights and attachments and whatnot. And so people would actually get on servers together, and they'd be on opposite teams, and they actually deliberately shoot each other in the head to rack up their headshots for that, which is, again, called boosting. Which that's not technically hacking, you know, by definition, really that's not hacking so much as just using the game in a way that it's not intended. Which isn't, again, by definition, that's not by definition hacking, that's more or less just glitching. But, of course, your actual hacking would be like an aimbot or an auto shooter, where basically, you know, instead you don't even have to pull the trigger, which to me is kind of stupid, because that kind of defeats the whole purpose. All you're doing then is just, you know, using your mouse and just walking yourself around the map. Now, of course, if you use those things, you're going to get caught pretty quickly, especially if it's just an amateur one. You know, I've seen some when they're actually pretty decent, admittedly. You know, not to make any good out of bad hackers, just saying that some of their software is actually pretty decent for what it's worth. Oh, my bad, I blocked the camera there when I did that. But, there's that, and then you have what's called rager hackers. Now, what a rager hacker is, and it's really a vicious cycle in this particular instance of hackers, because essentially what happens is they go to play the game, they're getting killed all over the place, because they're really good players and whatnot. Well, it makes them angry, they rage, and eventually they get tired of it because they realize that they're never going to get good if they can't ever get the chance to play. Well, that'll eventually, what that'll lead to, it's really kind of a slippery slope, but eventually what will happen is they'll wind up hacking in the game because they'll get tired of dying all the time, and they'll realize the only way possible to really get a chance at playing the game is to hack. At least that's what they think. Admittedly, myself, when it comes to Call of Duty, I can be a bit of a rager. It just depends upon the situation. Most times in online games, I'm a pretty good sport. But when someone shoots me from all the way across the map and I know good and well they can't see me, I will call them out on it. Because that's aggravating when you have a kill streak going and you get shot from halfway across the map and you know good and well they couldn't have seen you. But, live and let live, I guess. But what really kind of brought this up was the new... They remastered the Modern Warfare series and actually are... I want to say... I know they're selling a 3-pack there at Walmart, because that's where my fiance works, is there at Walmart, and I believe they're selling... It's like a 3-in-1, where it's like all 3 of the Modern Warfare games in one case. Which I do want to...
Still there.
Yeah, they're still there. I don't know if y'all heard her or not. That was my fiance, VG25. You'll probably see me play games with her and stuff throughout the channel. Probably like Minecraft and Ghost more than anything else. But as I was saying, yeah, I mean they're still sold at Walmart if you want to go buy them or whatever. That's up to y'all. I'm not really gonna advertise it because I don't want to get myself demonetized. But as I was saying though, like you said, so like I was saying, you have the rager hackers. Then you have the ones that basically are doing it out of the evil in their heart. They are doing it for the sole purpose of screwing up everybody's experience. Not sure why. Usually the reason they'll do it is because they were poked fun at, or they were always, one of the people that were shunned, if you will, for lack of a better term. Like, basically you have, like, I'm saying like a lot, but basically you have... Because there are actually lists online, I looked them up, of like 10 of the most annoying types of Call of Duty players. My bad, I didn't mean to vibrate the table. But 10 of the most annoying different types of Call of Duty players, and people get tired of being stereotyped, and so they decide, you know what, you want to stereotype me, that's fine, but at least stereotype me for something that I really am. But, it's just, you can't really help that. But anyways, another thing that I really want to discuss is that as I've read, apparently the people that have been working on the more recent Call of Duty games, with remastering the Modern Warfare game, they're also, I think, gonna do a revamp on their anti-cheat system. Because originally it was Punk Buster. Of course, it didn't take very long at all for the hackers to figure out a way around that. Nowadays, most of the time it's VACBAN, because you can get those Call of Duty games through Steam. Which, for those of you who don't know what Steam is, 1, do you live under a rock? But 2, I'm kidding, of course. But 2, if you want to go and actually check out Steam, I'm going to leave a link in the description below if you want to go check out their website. You can make an account for free. There's even free games you can get for PC and whatnot. It's really cool. I really recommend you check it out. And because of their VACBAN system, a lot of your online games don't have all that many hackers, even if it does sometimes seem like it. But there's not usually all that many. Though I do understand that it's a constant battle between the hackers and the developers. Because you got the developers that are making things to try to make it where the game stays fair, and you got the hackers who are trying to circumvent the developers' work. So, you know, at least if you're a developer, you get paid for it, though. Unless you're like some kind of hacker organization, in which case I guess you get paid for it then too. I don't know. What I do know is that the Call of Duty games have changed a lot. They really have. You know, like I said, when I first started playing Call of Duty, it was in Call of Duty 4, which was the original Modern Warfare. And when I first started playing it, I wasn't really sure as to how to take it at first. I was a little aggravated, like in the campaign, because this is what I played first, was the campaign before I did multiplayer. But, you know, you'd have all these multiple attachments and stuff, but yet in the multiplayer you couldn't, which was something that aggravated me. And then that was actually answered in, I want to say it was Modern Warfare 2. I think that's right. It was either Modern Warfare 2 or, it was either Modern Warfare 2, World of War, or Black Ops. I don't remember. I remember whenever my brother first got Modern Warfare 2, he started playing the crap out of it, played it online a lot. And I didn't ever get to play it online because I never had it for my computer until after I moved out of my parents' place. But, of course, unfortunately now, though, I don't have it for computer. I do, however, have it for my Xbox, which is another thing I wanted to actually address. It just almost slipped my mind. I am going to be trying to record on the Xbox whenever I can figure out how. I know it requires some kind of special recording box that plugs in through the HDMI port. But hopefully I can start, if I can get that box, or find out where I can get one of those recording boxes for the Xbox 360. I'm going to start trying to record some of my gameplay and whatnot. And maybe I'll be able to get more videos up. And especially once I get a job, which I'm also working on. I applied over at Dollar General right here in town, here in Black Rock. And I'm also talking to our friend Mac. You'll know him as Mac on the channel. But he is a postal worker, and right now he doesn't have a sub, so I've been looking into maybe becoming his sub, possibly. We'll see how that goes. Honestly, I'm more leaning towards Dollar General right now because they have an opening. I know they have an opening. I've applied. So, ow. Sorry about that. Our cats decided they're going to claw my fingers. But maybe that'll work out. We'll see. I don't know. Something else that we're trying to work on, we're trying to paint the house. And I'll try to get as much as I can of before. We've already painted the hallway and the bathroom. I'm going to try to get a video of the house, what it looks like now, and then whenever we get done painting it, I'll do another video of the house and kind of a tour. We also pulled the carpet up in our bathroom. Apparently there was linoleum under there. Go figure. We've been working on that. And then just trying to keep the house clean in general. I mean, I've been busy. I really have, you know. And I'm trying to get videos out for you guys because I know y'all like watching. You know, I know y'all like to watch, and I hate the fact that I've actually went so long without video. You know, without like actual video games video. You know, I hate the fact that I'm doing basically vlogs now. But unfortunately, until I can get my software to record again, well, I had the software to record, but it's not recording quite right. The audio is not right. I really need a better. What I really need is a mic set up for that. And right now, my mic setup is kind of, well, non-existent. I mean, I have my headset, which would work if there was a mic port on this thing. At least I don't think there is one. I'll have to look to check, but I don't think there's a mic port for this. So if there is, though, I'll see if I can't get that hooked up, because that'd be a whole lot better quality than this microphone that's on the laptop. But anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I know it's kind of been a short one, and I don't like that, but I don't exactly have a choice right now with how busy I am. Besides, my fiance probably want me to play some Ghosts with her, so I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Adios!